So eventually, after about 12 months of me getting this bike, Dylan's finally got his shit together and we're going for a ride. So rather than just admiring it in the garage, we're going to go riding with Dylan's well-maintained EXC. Fresh tyre, nice chain, ready to go. Last washed over 12 months ago. Beautiful. So about an hour and 3/4 later, this is us arriving in Lismore, a city located in northern New South Wales, sadly affected by the recent flooding, but it's a nice traditional Australian city, lots of old independent shops on a big high street. None of your big monopolies have taken it over yet, and there's also quite a few nice historic buildings to be seen. You should check it out sometime. So after we grabbed some fuel, we headed out the back of Lismore and headed out towards the Bungabbee National Park, hitting some nice scenery. We also spotted a little Tawny Frogmouth on the side of the road, probably thought it was camouflaged. And here we go, nice scenery again. Throwing the drone up, just have a look around the area, and then we'll get to do some riding. So eventually we got to start riding. Unfortunately we had a few issues. One, we couldn't even find the track to get going because it was so overgrown since the last time we've been. The Lantana was unbelievable. The tracks were totally different than last time we were here. Secondly, my GoPro mount wasn't ideal. I've got it on a chest mount as high up as possible, but it still wasn't high enough, and with me dodgy knees at the moment, I'm not standing as up as much as I should be. I was here, but not as much as I should be, so the angle was a bit screwed up. And thirdly, the temperature was about 35 degrees for this ride, and it was really, really hot. And we were getting tired really quickly. I was totally dehydrated. I chomped through 3 litres of water in no time, and my mouth was as dry as Gandhi's flip-flop. Anyway, have a watch and enjoy TTFN. This bit was actually pretty steep. I'm actually amazed that I got up here on the DRZ, to be honest with you. It was well rutted out this time around, and the 350 just chugged up there, no problem. The only problem with 350 was the rider. But Dylan got stuck halfway up in a rut, but once he'd got moving, I got through it, no worries. The only problem was the camera angle here, because I was sat on my ass, so you couldn't really see the track that much, but hopefully it's not too bad. this section was like crazy overgrown. Last time we came here, this was a nice clear track, and now you can see it's just a total nightmare with a lantana growing over and all the shit sticking to my bike. So we eventually got through this bit, which I didn't even recognise, and then we hit a really rocky, loose downhill section, which seemed to have really washed out again since we were last time we were here. There were loads of loose boulders lying around, so it was pretty challenging, and yeah, I was rooted when I got to the bottom of this section, so I'll let you see how we go here.
This is rocky. This is one of the sections where it opened out a bit, and we were thankful not to be battling with the lantana, so we descended down this little drop here into, I think it was one of only maybe 2 water crossings, so this was a nice little section. So now we're hitting a section where, if you watch my DRZ video in this same place, I almost got up the climb and then sort of came off halfway and did a Superman off the bike. Well, this time, this track's so cut up, we didn't even get halfway up it. My bike went vertical here. Dylan was stuck in another rut, so I was trying to roll the bike back a little bit, and as I rolled back, I went flying. Much to your entertainment. Watch on. Sort of about over it at this time, and given the heat, which was in the mid-30s, we sort of decided to turn around on this particular climb and go the other way. So we found a bit more fun here. So we've got overgrown track with single track, so it's even trickier because you've got the lantana all over the place and you've got a single track, so you've got to be able to drive that single track pretty well, or try and ride to the side of it, which I was doing, but then you're dealing with the lantana as well, so fun. Things get interesting again here because we start to drop down here where these big boys are, or whatever they're called, and it's quite a little steep pinch, and it drops down. It's quite rutty, and unfortunately, because I've been riding the electric bike, which has got its back brake on the left hand side, as we go down I realise I need to hit the back brake to drop it into the rut, but instead I pull in the clutch and I roll over the rut down the bank, which was a good laugh.
Now we're on the other side of the forest. You can see it's a lot less overgrown. The tracks are a little bit more rideable, but unfortunately by this time we're both sort of over it because it's so hot and we've been riding for a couple of hours. We're out of water, so next time maybe we should park close to this side of the forest and we can get some more rideable trails in. So that's basically our trip around Bungabee. We ended up popping out of the car park where we should have parked, and then I headed back to where we had parked on the fire road in search of water. I hope you enjoyed this. Please give us a like and subscribe.